Hi everybody and welcome to the Inward at Balanced Nutrition. I'm Marie. On today's episode, I'm going to be making a healthy chicken pot pie soup. Chicken pot pie, right? Can you just say comfort food, right? That is what chicken pot pie is to me. Well, this is going to be a healthier version in a soup. All right, once fall starts coming around, I like to make more soups, more stews, just more comfort foods. So I am going to do a healthy version of it and I will show you what I'm using right now. All right, so I have some white onion, some cauliflower, some yellow potatoes or gold yukon potatoes, the green peas, some whole milk Mootopia, and I'm doing the whole because like I said, it is a soup and I want it to be a little bit thicker. Thyme leaves and some mushrooms. You can actually, the recipe I think that I had gone off of was calling for baby bellas, but I didn't have any, so I'm using what I have. It also calls for 2 large carrot sticks. I'm using my baby carrots and I just pulsed them a couple times in the food processor. And then some diced up chicken breast. And I will show you how we're gonna put it all together right now. Okay, so I have a pretty large pot on the oven right now, or on the stove. And I'm going to add a tablespoon, I can get it open, my gosh. A tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm gonna let that heat up a little bit. And then I'm going to add our chicken breast. And I'm going to use the same pot for the whole thing, okay? So I'm gonna cook the chicken breast first, take it out, and then I'll put in all the veggies, and I will show you that. Okay, so now that the oil is a little hot in our pan, in our pan, I'm going to put in my chicken breast. I'm going to cook that first. Yeah. Alright, so we'll cook that first. When it's done, I'm gonna take it out, like I said, and then I'll cook the veggies, or, you know, stew the veggies up a little in the same pot. And I'll show you that, just the same. To the chicken, just gonna add a little bit of pink Himalayan. Not too much because I'm gonna season more later. And crushed red pepper. Just a little of it. Okay, so the chicken's pretty much done. I'm going to take it out and set it into this glass bowl, set it aside. And remember, we said we were just gonna use this one pot, so I'll put all the veggies in here and I'll show you as I go. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour in about half a tablespoon, not much at all, of olive oil into the bottom. And I'm going to put in my veggies, especially my onion. I'm not gonna put the peas in yet. We're gonna leave the peas and the chicken for very last. I'm just gonna kind of saute this. I have lots of veggies here. The recipe calls for 3 cups, which is about 3 medium yellow potatoes, and 3 cups of cauliflower, and that's probably about 1 large cauliflower head. I went ahead and did 4 and 4, only because I'm using a little bit more chicken too, so. And because I always have to make a lot, that's whatever I'm gonna make. I don't know how to just make small amounts. All right, so we're gonna saute that up a little bit. We're gonna let the onion kind of cook down. this is also where I'm gonna put in the teaspoon of the dried thyme. You know what, I'm gonna put 2. And like I said, I'm doing more. I put 2 because I did add more potato, add more cauliflower, and I did do a bit more chicken. You can smell that onion, it smells super yummy. And since I'm not using fresh mushroom, if you were using fresh mushroom, you'd put it in now. But since I'm not using fresh mushroom, I'm just gonna drain these and add them when I add the chicken and the peas. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt to this. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for just a minute, and then we'll add in the milk and the broth, and I will show you that as we go. Okay, so the onions have kind of cooked down a little bit. I'm going to do 3 cups of milk. There's just a little more, so I'm just gonna pour it in there. 3 cups of milk and 3 cups of broth. And I'm gonna let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes or until the potatoes are tender, okay? So I'm just gonna let it simmer like this, uncovered. I don't want it boiling or anything, just uncovered here. And then I will show you what we're doing next. Okay, so now that our potatoes are already tender, it's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to carefully scoop out 3 cups, probably even 4, because I did put extra in there, right? I'm gonna scoop out the veggies. And the reason this makes this healthier is because of what we're doing right here. Chicken pot pie, as you know, right, is got like a thick, creamy filling. Well, what we are going to do, sorry, it's so loud. What we are going to do, I'm gonna lower this a little bit, is we're going to blend this up almost like a puree and pour it back in there. So that what it does is it thickens up the soup and it makes it creamier without adding heavy cream, without adding all the butter, without adding all of that. So it's just whatever we put in, right? And so that's what I'm gonna do with this right now. Hold on. Okay, so I pureed this pretty well. I'm going to pour it all back in. It's almost like a mashed potato with cauliflower and carrots, right? Pour it all back in there. You don't want to waste any of that. And now we're also going to put in our peas. And me, because I'm using canned mushrooms, you can definitely use fresh ones or canned, completely up to you. Put in my mushrooms now. All right, that's all I need. Just give that a good stir. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, it smells super good. Put in my chicken, right? Because we still have the chicken. Right, there's a lot of juices from the chicken. I do want that flavor anyway. Pour that in there. The recipe calls for 1 cup of peas. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2. And it's just frozen peas that I have. Remember I said I always make more. And then my mushrooms. I'm going to cover this up and let it simmer for about another 10 minutes and give it a little taste test and see if I need to add any more salt or anything to it. But it should be pretty good to go. All right. Okay, so here's the soup. It yielded about 12 servings, a hefty cup and about a half a cup. A little bit of half a cup in there. So, guys, it looks and smells so good, and I'm pretty sure it tastes really good too. If you use this recipe, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, any comments and or feedback, and or subscribe to our page. Thank y'all so much.